coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted!
By Roz Hernandez.
I am joined by my sister in bangs.
That's true.
Sister of Darkness, which is the name of her book. R.H. Stavis. Also known as Rachel.
Yes, to you.
Hi!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I missed you.
Oh my God. I know I missed you too. We have not been having a whole lot of people that know what they're talking about on this show. We've just been having a lot of just silly sallies.
You can have both.
I know. I like to work in a more expert level person here and there.
Thank you.
And you've been on this podcast at least 3 times, I would say.
I think this is the third.
This is the third.
I think so.
And then maybe you did a live show?
I did a live show with you.
Okay.
For Halloween.
Okay. So there might be people that are new to you on this podcast, at least. So maybe we should go back to like R.H. Stavis 101. Because you're a situation.
I'm a situationship.
you have a whole... You're a situation. Well, first of all, the easiest way for people to learn is just to read your book.
Sure, yes. So I had a memoir come out with HarperCollins a minute ago called Sister of Darkness, and it is about how I became an exorcist. No
it is so good. It's like, I remember reading it and like not putting it down. And
Thank you.
So I've talked to so many people that have read it. And
appreciate that.
You are definitely one of those kinds of people that, to me and my skeptical brain, I'd be like, oh, here we go. And then like I would say, just hearing the concept of, oh, this person that can see demons and exorcise them. But then the more you like hear your story and hear how you describe all of this and then see it firsthand, it's like, wait, there's something here.
I know. I've scared a lot of people who are like very skeptical. Because
yes,
it's
I
true.
can see that. That's the best.
Well, yeah, I'm not sad about it. But, you know, like I work on a lot of people here in Hollywood, you know, people in the industry and people who are very skeptical about paranormal anything, you know.
Right.
And they've come in for sessions because of one thing or another. Because sometimes, you know, it's not necessarily like, I'm possessed. It's like, you know, I'm blocked or I haven't had a job in a while or relationship things or even conception. Like I've helped people conceive. So, you know, they'll come in and they'll be very skeptical about what might happen or how it's going to change anything. But, you know, people try stuff. So they're like, okay. And then they're like, holy shit, I don't know what happened, but my whole life changed afterwards.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
No.
Like, why not? Just like go for it.
Just let me do it. Just let me do it.
Wait, you help people conceive?
Yes.
Now, how does that work?
It's the same. Honestly, it's the same thing because, you know, sometimes when people are having conception issues, it can be spirit related. It obviously not always. You know, there are some medical things that are involved in that. But sometimes I'll get clients who are like, everything's fine. Like nobody can explain why this isn't happening. And sometimes it's connected to old trauma. Sometimes we're mentally trying to block something we don't even know we're blocking. You know, like it's like sometimes, you know, when you want something so bad, but like a part of you is kind of repelling it a bit.
Uh-huh.
That can go on inside the body energetically. So we have to clear all of the old trauma. We have to clear any attachment if there is any attachment. And then, you know, it sort of happens after that. And so I've had, I mean, I don't even know, probably, if I had to guess, well over 50 people who've conceived.
Have any of them named their baby after you?
I don't ask, but yes.
Better.
I mean, come on.
And you're the Exorcist to the Stars. You, I don't know how many people are on record about it, but I can say you've released a demon from my body.
Thank you for sharing.
I believe I had just like a cute, like petite demon. I had like just like a really demure little stinker in there.
Exactly.
And you got it out.
And it made a difference.
At least what you did to me is like, first of all, so relaxing.
Not for everyone.
Oh, okay. For me,
you.
I was like, that was great.
Yeah, for you it was.
I had to smoke a cigarette after.
Oh, well, hello. Why are you flirting with me so hard today, Roz?
I'm
My God,
sorry.
it's getting aggressive.
I'm sorry. You like, so I go to your house, your beautiful home,
Thank you.
somewhere in Hollywood, secluded. There's chimes going in the breeze, and then you first. Here's what you do. So first, you talk to the person.
Yes, absolutely. Because most of the time, it's getting different now, but back in the day, I would be a last resort for a lot of people, right? They've tried all of these other things,
Right.
and they're like, none of this worked. So when they come to me, they're scared, usually, because they're an exorcist and they don't know what to expect. Some people are very into it. Like, all my vampires are fine with it. Like, they could, like you, like you, my people are like, yes, I'm here. But other people are not, because I don't just get those kinds of people in the spirit room. I get people who are really scared of things, and have a healthy, fear of everything that I do. So I like to talk to them first and just kind of, well, for two reasons. The first reason is I hear better from people's spirit guides when they tell me something. They talk over them.
Interesting.
So I don't know why that is. I don't really have a reason. I think it has to do with the fact that people come to me and they speak, because I ask, like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What do you want? And they start telling me what I call branches, but I deal in roots, not branches. So in other words, they'll say, well, I'm here because I have addiction issues. I'm here because I'm stuck. I'm here because my relationship ended and I don't know where to go from here, or whatever. Like, these are just very common things. And for me, I'm hearing from their spirit guides, like, we need to talk about that thing that happened to him when he was 5.
Ooh,
And
the
we
roots.
need to, exactly. So I'll let people speak, and then I won't contradict them, but I'll be like, and also we should talk about this, So we kind of get into it a little bit, and then I explain, here's what you're going to experience. Here's what you're going to feel in your body. I have to touch you, which I feel weird saying to people, but I'm like, because I also have them close their eyes a lot because things come up and I want them to catch it. Memories, thoughts, ideas, like things that are connected to the experience that we're pulling out. So I have to tell them, like, I have to put my hands on you in order to pull these things out of the body.
Yeah.
So I always feel awkward about that, but everyone's always like, no, that's fine. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, and then we go through the motions of pulling those entities, attachments, old traumas, all that energy that's stuck out of the body.
And it's like, what do you say,
Yeah, like it. So
theistic
I'm considered non-denominational,
right.
but I consider myself more multi-denominational because I work on everyone with everyone.
And I feel like what I remember is you summoning all the people that are going to take care of the demon.
That's correct. Yes, and somebody. This is so random. I'm so sorry. Yesterday, I had a follower send some kind of email that was like, hey, did you know there's like this weird Catholic YouTube about you?
Ooh, tell me everything.
I didn't watch it because, like, I can't. Like, I can never watch a YouTube of anything related to me anyway. But it was so funny because it was like, the title was like something like, this exorcist uses demons to take demons out.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just don't acknowledge that there are high beings that are not Catholic or Christian.
Right.
So now everything else is demonic.
Of course.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not watching an hour and a half of someone explaining why. But, like, I just can't. I can't.
Because who are you bringing in?
I bring in, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
So,
Archangel Michael.
yeah, usually there's archangels involved. There's other, deities that I work with that I like a lot that are Egyptian, maybe some that are Dianic or, but it's who I have a relationship with that I work the best with. But at the same time, I do have a lot of people who come to me that have grown up in like religious cults or cult survivors that have special feelings about certain high beings of their own, like certain angels or certain, how they feel about God or spirit or whatever. So I try to keep that in mind when I work on people as well, because I want them to feel comfortable. I think more than anything, I understand that people are coming to me for help, and that is what I do. And so I really just try to keep their experience in mind. I can't control how it feels for them. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But, if I can control everything else and make them feel safe, I guess that's what I'm saying. It's creating safety for people in an unsafe idea.
Have you ever seen somebody like levitate?
During an exorcism?
Yeah.
That's a great question. God, and now I'm like Rolodexing.
Well, what would be your estimation for how many of these you've performed?
Okay, so this is going to make you ill. Are you ready?
Okay.
So last year, I had to figure that out. So, okay, I'm going to go back a ways. Last year, I had some kind of get-together for some spiritual thing. And I think you were invited, but you couldn't come because you were out of town. So I had a bunch of people in my house. We were doing something. And then I had my manager, Kaylee Marsh, she was there and she never had seen the spirit room. So she was like, can I come in, look at the spirit room? I was like, yeah. So she comes into the spirit room and she sees these books like on the shelf, and they're like handwritten, like bullshit, like I write myself. And she's like, what is this? And I was like, oh, those are my case files. And she was like, excuse me, what now? And I was like, yeah, like not everybody, certainly not everybody, and most people know, but like every now and again, I get a case, I have a case that like I want to remember in some way. Like it was the scariest to me, or there's something in it that I need to remember for myself for next time, or, sometimes they're really emotional for me. And so I want to recall that, like I needed to have that written down. And she was like, how many of these do you have? And I was like, I don't know. So I had to go in and actually count, like, how many clients have I had over the years? How many versus how many, like, specialty kind of movie style case files are there? And it turns out I hit 10,000 clients last year.
You counted all those like one by one?
Basically, because I do keep records of that. And I was like, oh my God, that's like, where did I even have time for this? What the hell? Like, do I sleep? I don't know. And then out of that, the case files is maybe 10%,
And those are the...
Maybe 10%, probably less, much less actually.
What's the last one you've had that you put in the...
Oh my gosh, the last
movie
one.
style.
I don't even know if I can say this.
Say it! Just don't say people's names or whatever.
I'm going to say this, because this will make it harder for people to figure out who. Over the years, I've had a lot of what you would call rock icons.
Yes.
Okay? Everything from like arena rockers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like hair band, hair metal to like... 90s everything. So, like, I've seen a lot of musicians.
And those people, to me, anytime I've been around them, I'm like, I just sit there and I go, you have had 40,000 people in the palm of your hand at once.
Yes.
Like, the power that comes out of a person like that.
Right? Like,
it really is something.
Yes. And over the years, I have seen quite a few. Many times when I do this, one of the things that they like to do is they're like, hey, come to my show, right? We're on tour. We're going to have an LA stop, obviously. Can you come to the show? So I'm like, sure, I'll come, Why not? Why wouldn't I go? A couple of these times, the tour has lined up before the exorcism. Does that make sense?
So, and for anyone that doesn't know, you visually can see.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
The
I did not.
energy.
I didn't say that. Yes, I have been able to see entity with my eyes since I was a child. And it's just never gone away. So like, kids seeing monsters under the bed or monsters in the closet, and then parents come in and they're like, there's nothing there. Like for me, it never went away.
And so you can actually see like a something
Yes.
on somebody when they have it. And
Yes.
you have a full scale. This is when I say you're a situation because you have like what do you call it?
Yeah, like a
Spectrum?
Yes, a spectrum of entities.
Yeah.
That are unique but not. Because I see the same species, if you will, over and over again quite frequently. Very rarely to see something that doesn't fit in that box, which has happened, which I can tell you about.
Ooh.
Yeah, totally different. But
and the book really lays it out.
yeah, it's everything. Like, it's my whole experience, basically.
But wait, before we get to that, the one that was on me that you took out, was it like was it pretty?
Okay, so I don't know if you recall this, but if I can share with your listeners.
Tell them everything.
I'm going to tell you guys everything. It was what I call a Clive, which is very scientific, you guys, because I call it that because it looks like a Clive Barker drawing to me.
Yes.
So it's like a little, it's the smallest. It's the one that most people do pick up just by having like any kind of trauma, because that's another thing people should know is that possession, attachment, all of this has to do with trauma. So, when we take a hit in our, what I call baseline frequency, for whatever reason, we can end up in low frequency and that causes attachment. So, this is an easy attachment to get, but it acts like it's a lot bigger than it is. So it exacerbates bad feelings, So if you're angry, you have rage, if you're sad, depressed, that kind of thing. It's an amplifier. And that's what you had. And I guess they're kind of cute.
But mine like extra cute?
Yours was very colorful.
I love that.
As you are.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you gave me one right before I left to do that reality show.
That's right.
On.
Yes.
And you also gave me a tourmaline ring.
Yes.
Which is one of my prized possessions.
Thank you.
And I truly believe that if I have it on, I'm like, nothing's fucking with me.
I remember those text messages.
I love it. I have it. And it's like very sacred to me.
Good. I'm glad, because it really does help. I know it's like very woo-woo sounding to be like crystals, but it does help.
No, well, but it's also like imbued in whatever you got.
Yes, that's true.
So I
do that. Oh, speaking of.
Wait, what is this box?
Okay.
But I do have to hear about this rock star.
Okay, let me finish that. I'm going to finish that. I know. We
Okay.
could just be on a tangent for hours.
It's okay.
That's the thing.
This is
That's
fun.
us. That's how we hang out.
I know.
No plans. We're just like, whatever. Okay. So sometimes going to the concerts would happen before the exorcism, just because of dates and timing, and people are busy and whatever.
Now, do their demons like also have like long hair and spandex?
Well, let me explain, because you're gonna like this, and I hope I'm not outing anybody. Like, I hate to do that. So many times when I see rock stars of all kinds, singers, guitarists, bassists, drummers, it doesn't really matter. They will come to me and they will say, I know I have a demon, of course. And I'll be like, okay, tell me, say more.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, I've had this demon since I started. I think this demon is what makes me creative. I'm really scared to get rid of this demon.
Right.
I think this demon's made me money. Like the whole thing, right? So I'm like, okay, like I have empathy for that. Like I'm like, okay. And it gets me every time because they're always like, it's Baphomet.
Oh, classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
Very classic. And I'm like, why do you think that? And they're like, well, it showed itself to me. This is true. This has happened numerous times.
Really?
And so I try to explain to them, but I don't want to burst that bubble. Like I don't want to take that away, but I try to explain to them, okay, what you actually have attached to you is what I call a trickster. And what a trickster does is it creates a symbiotic relationship with its host. That's you, right? So when it does that, how it works is it will pull something from your mind that you want.
Sure.
And it will replicate that for you. That's not really what it is or what it looks like.
Okay.
But it's pulling. They think that's what it is. And I'm just like, okay, but the reality is like, this demon isn't, going from guy to guy to guy every day.
Gets around.
Like, come on, who has the time?
Creepy.
Who has the time? So no, it's not that. And sometimes they're like, okay, that makes sense to me. Cool, let's do this. Obviously, sometimes people are like, don't touch me. So, it's up to them. But when I see their concerts before I have a chance to take it out is the most crazy time. So normally when I'm invited to these concerts, they'll put me in a really nice area. So it's some kind of VIP area, right? Because they're giving you like the treatment. So I'm in a VIP area, and oftentimes those VIP areas are towards the front, right? Like close to the stage. And this has happened numerous times now, and it's crazy to watch. Like, even I'm like, what? This is nuts. So I'll be in the VIP section. I don't know how much the VIP sections actually cost, but these are big bands, so I'm guessing they're expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like good.
A lot.
Because it's also like backstage access, right? So
Ooh.
whatever that is, at $5,000, $10,000, I don't know. So I'm there usually with their kind of entourage of people, and then I'm watching the rest of the VIPs and like watching the show, and then they will play whatever that is. If it's someone who sings, they'll start singing. If it's someone, whatever it is that they do, when they start doing whatever they do, the whole scene changes because the entity's still in play. So this is, again, wild stuff, because what ends up happening almost all the time is a fight breaks out. Once they start doing whatever it is that they do. So I'm watching VIPs who paid maybe $10,000 to be there. Adult people. Like, they're not 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? Drunk 20-year-olds. They're like adult, well-dressed business people.
Right.
Starting to wail on each other.
Physically.
Yes.
Wow.
And it will stop the minute that person stops.
Once they stop playing?
Yes. So, like, for example, if someone's like a soloist of some kind, right, and they have this whole big, like, guitar solo, that's when it'll start. And then as soon as they're done, it'll stop like it never happened.
Weird.
It's entity, baby.
So you're saying that David Lee Roth has gone up there and started singing, and then a fight breaks out.
I'm just saying, we don't know if David Lee Roth let me touch him or not.
Ooh! I'm just pulling a name out. I'm not even. She never said that.
I don't out people who
you
are
don't.
clients.
And
I
that's
really
amazing.
don't.
And that's
I really
major.
don't.
That's really cool, because people should trust their exorcist.
They definitely should. And I will say this too: the only time I've ever really had to sign NDAs are spaces. Makes sense.
Oh, like buildings that you go to.
Yes, because if you have a casino, if you have a cruise ship, if you have a hotel.
Cruise ship? Stop! They had a demon on the cruise ship.
I've done planes.
What?
Yes.
What was wrong with the plane?
They had demons.
Wait, going back to the rock star thing.
Yes.
Do you believe in the concept of like selling your soul to the devil for success?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, not to say that people don't do weird things.
Right.
Or try to summon weird things and get themselves in trouble, because I think there are people who are very curious about the occult and are like, it's no big deal. It's probably fake. And then do something stupid.
Sure. Yeah.
So maybe try to do that, but it doesn't really work.
So like deals don't go down like that.
It's not quite that way. It's like, remember, we've had this conversation before about, like, I guess for people who have not heard this before, remember when I talked to you about realm walkers? So realm walkers are what people consider, I think, the devil. And realm walkers are the most malignant entity there is. They're the ones who I consider like movie style entity, right? So they're the ones that you always see, you know, possessing this girl on a farm in the middle of nowhere because they lost their faith or, you know, whatever. That's not how it works. That rarely ever happens because, first of all, realm walkers are very rare. And they have the ability to hold buildings, many people at once. Like anything that a lesser one can do, it can do.
Is this also like the influential people one?
Yes, exactly. That's where I was going. So realm walkers, and this is just logical too, I think, if you really think about it. If they can do all this damage, what are they going to do with this girl on a farm? Just run through her family? That's pointless. Mm-hmm. What they want are people who are world changers. Mm-hmm. You know, people who can make great and powerful influence. Mm-hmm. Because that's the whole typical good versus evil point, right?
Right.
So they're not going to go after that girl on a farm unless we know that someday that's her job.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and they can see in the future like that.
Time is just very different, but for deceased people as well, just very different. It's just not it's not like on a plane. I don't know how to it's like a chessboard.
Okay.
Like they can see the moves.
They can see it all.
Yes.
Okay.
It just is a different rate of time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, those are the ones that I think and those are the ones I should say that are usually those and something else are usually the ones that hold spaces.
So, but do you think that like there could be a rock star that gets one of those because they have so much influence?
That's it.
Okay.
Yes, for sure. So anyone who is of a certain caliber that reaches X amount of people and can influence X amount of people is a world changer. I mean, just think about that.
Sure.
You know, to some degree. Like even, you know, a YouTuber with like 20 million followers technically is a world changer.
Right. Well, I'm a little bit bummed I didn't get one of those.
Not yet.
Well, I know who to call. That's the good news. Okay, what's in this box?
Okay, so, Roz.
Is this haunted? Well,
I know that you constantly, and we have had arguments about Annabelle. I say what I say, still to this day. There's no demon in Annabelle. I'm going to get so many DMs. You love a haunted doll, and you like to debate. We've gone over many eBays. Is this doll haunted?
Of course.
Is it not haunted?
That's my thing.
Stories about haunted doll. Everybody's like, I'm going to tell Roz about my haunted doll.
Of course.
So I wanted to bring you something that I know is haunted.
You're keeping it.
No, it's for you.
No way.
Just trust me. Read the card first. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. You can look at it. Whatever you want to do.
I don't.
But look, don't worry because I put it in. Look, Fort Knox.
Wait. So there's like an actual. There's like a what do you call this? Like it's like a locker.
But don't lock it. You just open it.
Is it gonna pop out at me?
Nothing's gonna pop out at you. I don't do that.
It's a skull.
It's a skull.
It's a black skull. For anyone that can't see, this box is really cute. Oh, it's a piggy bank.
Yes, I picked out that box for you.
Okay, so who is this?
I guess you'll have to open the card.
Okay, now here's the thing. I do not like I don't want haunted I want to make fun of them.
You're going to like this one. I promise.
Is it going to make me famous? Okay. Your spirit ward is Lois.
Lois.
Lois was a musical theater teacher in high school in Texas. She died in 1983 of a heart issue, but often jokes that her students were the death of her. She was loud, charismatic, and well-loved. She drank Arnold Palmer's and smoked filterless cigarettes. She had an appreciation of lucite furniture. Oh, I love lucite. She enjoyed singing, but no one else enjoyed her singing. Relatable. Lois never married, but wants you to know that she was a, quote, strong man magnet.
Those were her words.
Lois chose you. You?
You.
She wants to protect you and your home from negative energy. In exchange, please place her somewhere nice and offer her some things she likes, including musicals, gossip, cigarettes, and gold. She is 2 stones, obsidian for protection and grounding, and labradorite for spirit connection. Her message to you is, quote, there are bad days and good days, but all days can be great if you stay true to who you are, no matter what other people think. Oh my God. I'm cold. Is the air conditioning on? Okay. Because I was like, or is that Lois breathing on me? Okay.
Okay, so let me explain.
So that's not as scary.
No. So, as you know, part of my ability is to communicate with deceased people.
Yes. And I've seen you make many people cry.
Yes, because you've been to seances of mine. And we say they're seances. They're not seances, really. They're platforming. So, I will have a bunch of people. I usually only do this for friends and family.
Yeah.
And it's private, and we have a bunch of people. And whoever's deceased relatives come in, we just are like, hey, here's the message. And I start saying the message. And then people are like, I think that's for me. And then we whittle it down to whoever that's for.
Right.
So I started to get the idea because for myself, I have a lot of crystal skulls. I love skulls.
I do too.
Hello.
Yes.
I also, just so you know, for you, because I never wear color, because again, vampire, I wore for you can't see them, but these skull butterflies that are pink.
Oh, cute. Pink skulls with butterfly wings as earrings.
Exactly.
Adorable.
For you.
Those are super cute.
I thought you'd like them.
I love them.
But anyway, so for me, whenever I've had large crystal skulls, because of course I have large crystal skulls that I take with me on vacation. Don't ask. I was starting to channel in deceased people who wanted to help be guides, like who wanted to be in the room while I worked on people, who wanted to help with things, who wanted to help me, that kind of thing. And I just thought, I find this very comforting.
Yeah.
I wonder if other people would like this, if I started doing this for others. So I did. I started doing it for others, just at first just friends. And I just wanted to see how it came in. And I would just sit there to channel with whatever that item was. And I would say, okay, who is this? Who is for this person? And I would just start to get all the information. And it got really crazy because I would then give people, because I've channeled this for people I don't know or people's friends or whatever, like my friend's friends, somebody else. And I would get things like, this person died in whatever, 1989, I'm making this up now, 1989, and was like a movie theater manager. And then it would go to the person and they would come back and they would be like, oh my God, my dad was a movie theater manager. So it's always correct. So I never know who it is. But these are spirits who want to come in and help protect. They want a job.
Interesting.
Yeah, they want to be with you.
They're unemployed and they're like, I mean, honestly, my life is fun. I would be a great, for any unemployed spirit.
Exactly.
I'm not welcoming any unemployed spirit.
Well, you have one.
But I want Lois to know that you really hit the jackpot over here, lady.
I mean, I think she knew because when I sat down to channel for you, because I know you, I'm like, who is going to be enough? Who is going to be big enough? And she was like, I'm big enough. I'm coming in.
Yes. I do love the thought of a teacher being like, be yourself.
Well, I think because the impression I get from everything that she gave me, because, when I channel, it's like, words, pictures, emotions. Oh, the emotions are actually I want to punch people over the emotions. But I can talk about that in a minute. But I think she felt like she was constantly censored because she's such a big personality.
Oh, interesting.
So people were like, you're too big.
Right.
And for me, I mean, no such thing as too big. Like, I'm big enough. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's something that Lois might have said because, she is kind of a dick magnet, apparently.
Yeah, she was. And I'm sure she said it.
Wait, can I take her out or no?
Yeah, of course.
Does she have her own little blankie?
Yeah, I put a little soft thing in there.
Is she going to bite me?
No.
Ow! Just kidding. Oh my God. First of all, this is such a nice crystal.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So you're saying that you had this crystal first?
Yes.
And then you put Lois in here?
Well, it's not really in there. So this is so funny because people always ask that too. We're like, are they stuck in there? No, they're not stuck in there and they're not in there. It's just a grounded piece that they're attached to.
It's so beautiful.
It's really pretty. I love that one.
Lois, are you in there?
She's not going to tell you on camera.
Wait, she's saying something.
Oh, maybe she is.
Let's go get some men and cigarettes. Aw, babe, that sounds like fun.
Honestly, that's what you've wanted your whole life long.
I would love to be two single ladies, the two of us. What if I just take her with me to the bar?
You can, and I have. And I am the crazy woman, going back to that takes skulls that are I'm not even kidding you, Roz. I have one that's this big. And
I love that.
I'll pack a suitcase of skulls. This is not a joke.
They're not light.
No, they're very heavy. And the bigger they are, the more heavy they are. So I will take them, especially if I'm driving. I think I like to go up to the mineral hot springs.
Oh, that's right.
So I'll go up to my favorite mineral hot springs to go away from people for a while. And I'll pack a suitcase of skulls. And I will bring them and I will put them in the water with me.
Really?
Sit them in the sun.
Has she done a bath in the mineral wells? Wow.
She's all clean.
I love it. And plus it's a pretty skull too. Sometimes you want one of these skulls and it's whose bone structure was that? Yeah. This is a pretty skull. Nice cheekbones.
She looks good.
Good set of teeth.
Nothing missing.
No, it's beautiful. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I do want to make it very clear to people, this is not an invitation for you to send me your haunted doll. This is coming from a professional.
It's true. It's true.
That I can call if I needed, if Lois took a turn.
It hasn't happened yet.
But you're pretty convinced that this is a good spirit.
100%.
She's not fooling you.
No.
See, and
no.
I trust you that you would know the difference.
I absolutely know the difference.
Because to me, if some ghost was like, hey, I'm a ghost, want to come play? And I'm like, oh, wow, what a nice person. And then, it turns out it's just kidding.
No. I know the difference because people send me their possessed items all the time.
Right.
And cases I've had with particular items that I keep at what I call diminished capacity so that they're still in there, but they don't get to move too far out. So I can study them.
Have you had them try to escape?
No, they're not. They don't have enough room for that, technically. But they complain.
You can hear their voices.
I've done. Okay, this is getting. I'm going to be as weird as possible today. I've recorded them talking to each other.
Stop.
I've recorded it. I put it on TikTok. It's on there.
Where I want to hear it. Where's the TikTok?
You can't hear it, but you can see. It's I put the captions on.
Oh, so you can tell what they're saying.
I just wanted to see if they're going to speak. And I left the room. I just recorded them and put captions on, right?
Okay.
And just let it run for 5 minutes. And they had a whole conversation with each other that I posted.
Stop.
Yeah. And I also got them recently. And this is where you're going to think oh my God, this woman. I got them a theremin.
Oh, I love a theremin.
I got them a theremin. So I got them a theremin. I got them, an amp, and I have yet to set it up, but I want them to be able to make music.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe you can be their momager. Get them going. Get a career going.
Yeah, make some money for me. God, we were just sitting here.
At the least, I mean, that's the thing with Annabelle. At least she made a lot of money.
She sure did. She sure
did. So Lois, listen up, lady. Let's get Mama a film contract.
Well, actually, I have one. with one of my unpublished case files.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Possession at Rosewood. It's being made.
Stop. Wait, what's the story? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. And Sister of Darkness, side note, is also going through for television.
Yes.
Finally. That took forever, but it is.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So Possession at Rosewood was my scariest story to date.
Have I heard this one?
I don't know. About the inn?
By any chance, would you be willing to change it to Possession at Rosewood?
I mean, yes.
Okay. Just wondering.
100%. It's not the name of the place anyway.
Okay.
I can call it whatever I want.
Okay. So what was this real story?
So, okay. A few years back, I did something. I don't know what it was. Some kind of interview somewhere. And someone sent me an email and was like, hey, I saw you on this thing. I have an inn in a certain location. I don't like to say where because I don't want to out anybody's anything because people start looking,
Okay.
In a certain American location that has been around since the 1800s. It had a fire. It sat around for a while. Nobody rebuilt it. I invested in it. I wanted to bring it back to its old glory, but updated. And he was saying that he had sunk a lot of money into it, basically everything. And he had a bunch of workers that no longer would work on the property. And it was getting bad. There were accidents. There was all kinds of stuff going on. People saying they saw things. There was a situation where they started putting... Do you know what a spirit bottle tree is?
No, what's that?
Okay, so you've probably seen them, though, especially in the South.
Oh, just a bunch of bottles on a tree?
Hanging from the tree?
Yeah.
That's to catch ghosts.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe I need to do that just to be safe.
I mean, why not? It's also pretty.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess the workers were doing that outside the property. So he was like, this is a mess. I need to get finished. So I was like, do you believe there's something going on here? And he's like, it doesn't really matter. I just need, we have to open in 3 days. That's it. We have to open in 3 days. We have to get this finished. So I hate saying this, but I think it's true. At the time I was cocky. I really was cocky, because I've been doing this a long time. I'm pretty confident in my ability.
I want a cocky exorcist.
Don't you? I mean, it's better than nothing.
Nobody wants an exorcist that's I think I will try.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that because I have been told that in my book, I'm arrogant. And I'm just it's not arrogance. You know me, I'm not arrogant.
Even if you are, who cares?
But that's
good.
not even true.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's all you are confident. And I think people should be confident.
Yes.
If they can back it up.
And so far, So anyway, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take this gig and I'll go do it. So I did. And it was a very intense situation. It was a crazy story. So I thought what I was dealing with before I got there was going to be a collector. And a collector is what normally holds the space. So a collector likes a space of mass trauma. Here was a fire, right? Something happened. There was a mass trauma. And it kind of pulls this thing in energetically. And if the deceased people don't want to move forward, so there's no such thing as deceased people being stuck, but there are such thing as deceased people being I don't know what to do now.
Okay.
And just staying in the same place because they're traumatized. So a collector will take a place that has high foot traffic, keep deceased people in play, and use them like batteries to scare the living so that it can feed off living people.
Okay, sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know that's kind of a weird explanation.
No, I get it.
So when you go in to clear a collector, you have to clear the batteries first. So you have to have conversations, literal conversations with the deceased people and let them know that it's safe to move on. And one by one, you release the deceased people and then expose the entity.
But how did the deceased people get in this building?
Because of whatever fire.
They died in the fire?
There were a lot of people who died in the fire.
Oh.
Way back when.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this will be nothing. 24 hours. I'll get this done. I'll get there happy deceased people, they'll be happy to see me because they usually are. They're usually like, oh, someone sees me and they can talk to me and, oh, I can go somewhere.
They're like, I've heard you on Ghosted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I'm like, one and done. I'll just get in there, get them all out, then leave.
You clean it up. Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. That is not what was there. Not at all. So I get into this space. I have 3 days. I stay in the space. That's what happens. Like once you know this, once I start an exorcism, I cannot stop the exorcism because it will make things worse. And the few times where people have challenged me to stop, they've called me crying, being like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Get back here and finish it. But I don't argue with people. I'm like, you'll figure it out. So
do you sleep or do you stay up this whole time?
Depends. It depends on how big the space is, how many times I have to go through the space. Like, no stone unturned. You can't just sit in the lobby and be like, it's gone. You have to go through everything. It's a process, you know? So I was there and I was in this space and it was very ornate, like old mirrors, old like gramophone style thing. Like just everything was like, I think very pretty. You know, that's like my jam, but definitely didn't feel good in the space at all. And I went into, I don't know how to put this. Okay, so there was a ballroom on the second floor. So there was, how it was set up was there was a stair, a landing with a huge mirror, like giant, big, heavy mirror. And then another landing that kind of went into this ballroom, this very big ballroom.
Wow.
And
this was a business or a house?
A business, an inn.
It was an inn, okay.
And I was like, okay. So as soon as I got there, the record started playing.
Yeah.
Like the second that I got there. And it was Ain't Misbehavin'. That's what it was playing over and over again. So I would go, I would move, I would turn it off, it would play again. I would go, and then it just kept playing whether it was, anyway, it just kept playing.
And this kind of stuff, this doesn't scare you?
Not at first, because these are what I consider parlor tricks. This is like, you know, okay, you're playing like, you got my attention, you know?
Are you kind of like, not bad, but just wait. I can take care of you. Or
yes, like that's not the thing that's going to scare me. And I'm used to it. So I was like, okay, you played a record. Cool. So I'm walking under the ballroom and I see legs dancing. Okay.
But no body, just legs?
Well, the reason why I figured out later was because the floor was moved. The original floor of the dance floor was pushed up. So I was only seeing like half of them.
Right.
Because they were in the same place.
That's what that was where the dance floor was that they were used to.
Yeah,
dancing.
So at some point they raised the ceiling. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to go up there first because I'm sensing the entity, but it's not showing itself to me at all.
Whose legs? Like, would you guess male, female?
Both.
Really?
They were people dancing. You know, like dressed up, people dancing. So I'm sensing the entity, but it's skirting me. So it's watching me. I'm not seeing it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it space. But in the meantime, I'm going to go take out its batteries. So I go upstairs and I walk into this, what felt like a massive ballroom. But this place is not that big, but it just felt really cavernous. And I see all of these people. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be fine. I'm just going to go release them one by one, tell them they don't have to be here. It's cool. And
you can't just make an announcement. Listen up, everybody.
I don't know. Maybe. I've never done it. I've tried to be like personal. I've tried to have a relationship.
Listen, I'm very busy here.
I know.
So if you can all just one at a time, get the fuck out.
Exactly. I mean, maybe I should start getting like a megaphone and just being like, ghosts.
That's how I would do it. But
time.
Good for you. You do it your way.
That's my way. I try to be helpful. So I'm like, you know, I get up there ready to do the thing I do all the time, and there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. There's some kind of look in their eyes that is like Borg. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like hive mind. And I'm cautious because I'm like, this doesn't feel normal. So I'm walking through very slowly. They're all watching me. Like they've stopped dancing. They're all watching me. And it's not a friendly feeling room. And then they circle me.
No.
They did. Absolutely did. And started talking to me. And I looked, I was like, what is going on here? Like, I really couldn't process this at all. It's so unusual. It's never happened since, it never happened before. And then I realized what was going on is that they were still possessed by the entity, like mentally, like energetically. So they weren't themselves. And that's when I realized, oh, shit, this entity was here during that fire. Like before that even happened. Maybe caused it.
Oh, God.
Maybe possessed someone to start it.
Okay.
And it became a really scary endeavor for me because I had to not clear the deceased people first because they were not going to go. They just weren't going to go. So I had to go straight to the entity. And in this particular case, this entity was specific to a location. So it wasn't even something I was used to. It was something totally different. It was something in which it would change your reflection in the mirror. Like it did so many crazy things. And it was the only entity ever that physically touched me. Yeah. Here. You can see it.
What?
The scar on my hand.
Oh.
Which was like a burn. It felt like a burn. And so I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. And at that point, you know, as a person, right, you're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not doing this, right, you know? But then I almost did. Honestly, I almost did. It's like the one time I almost left because I never do that. I never do that because I am a person of integrity, I like to think. And so when I say I'm going to do something, I will see that through.
Yeah.
Especially this kind of thing because other people don't do it. So what am I going to do?
Right.
So I went to the door and I was like, I know this is going to be like my last chance to leave before this shit just it's just going to wail. And I had my hand on the door and I remember just thinking, well, fuck, like if I do leave, he's going to open this place anyway. And then what happens to all these people?
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. So I have to see it through. And so I stayed and I figured it out. And it you know, I don't want to give away everything about it because obviously I want people to go see it, but when it's available to see. But it was traumatizing, really traumatizing. And it's the one time where technically I released the entity, but it is not destroyed.
Where is it?
It's every now and again, I see it. It's like it's
franchise
following me. You know what I mean?
Stop.
Yeah.
What do you think it's like? Do you think it's waiting?
I don't really know what it wants because it's not going to be able to kill me. Let's be honest.
It's going to want a piece of that movie. That's what it wants.
Maybe it just wants to be famous.
It's like, just let me have casting approval
exactly.
of who plays me.
Maybe it's looking to direct.
Wait, how many people would you say when you're talking about these spirits?
Yeah. Like how many were in there?
Yeah.
I didn't count them, but if I had to guess, I would say it was probably like somewhere between 50 and 75.
Oh my God.
And it was so much worse than I'm saying. Like there were points where people were jumping out of windows. Like I would see it replay downstairs, that bodies would come out. Like it was crazy. There was like a worker in a coma at one point. Like just a lot. It was so dark. And it went back to that mirror on the landing.
Because what are they? Gateways? Portals?
Well, it was something like, I can't remember the exact story now because it's been a few years and I have it written down. But it was something like the original owners or builders of this space they brought this thing over from Europe, this giant mirror, and they used it for something.
Ooh. Okay.
Not that kind of something. It wasn't on the ceiling. Also would have killed them. It was so heavy.
Okay, wait. This is good. We do have to wrap it up.
This is what happens. We could do this forever.
I love hearing all of it. You have to come back. What do I do with Lois?
So you're just going to put Lois somewhere nice that you like.
On ice?
No, nice.
Oh, I thought you said put her somewhere on ice.
I mean, you'd have to talk to her about that. Maybe she does want ice. I don't know.
Can I put a wig on her?
Of course you can put a wig on her.
Okay, good.
Put her somewhere nice where, you see her and she can see the house. And then just, put out offerings for her like she likes, like cigarettes, and gossip with her and stuff. And, listen, it's a relationship. You have to nurture it.
Now, what if I don't? Is she going to turn on me?
She'll leave. No, she'll just leave. Yeah, they just leave if they feel like they're underappreciated.
Yeah, that's nice. This is so sweet. It's like, I feel like you literally gave me like a pet.
Yeah, kind of, right? But like an autonomous being.
I just want to make sure
she can take care of herself. She just likes things.
Okay.
It's a relationship. If you don't nurture a relationship, what happens? They leave.
True. And she and I know what it's like to be single ladies. So
exactly. And also man magnets.
I love her. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Such a beautiful crystal anyway.
I'm so glad you like her.
I love her.
And I love who came in for you. I just think she's amazing.
Good. Do I keep her in the box though?
No, you don't have to. I just wanted to, I always present them in a box. So I wanted to get you a box that to me was you.
It's such a cute box.
It's really cute. And it's a bank. You can put coins in it.
You keep the box.
No, you keep the box.
And you can give it to the next person.
That box is specifically for you. Don't insult me.
No, I'm not. I love it so.
How dare you?
No, I love it so much. I really do. Okay. I just feel so guilty taking all of this.
No, but also you can keep her in the box and keep the door open if you want to. Like a little house.
I'm obsessed. She comes complete with her own little, diorama.
She has a dream house.
It's her little Lois'
she fell over. She's asleep.
She fell over?
She's asleep.
Do you think she moved on her own, or was that me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh, okay. So what do we need to tell people? What do you got going on? What do you want?
Okay. Well, working on Possession at Rosewood. That will be a feature film. We are working on that now.
Congrats.
Thank you. Sister of Darkness. We are finally making a show.
Yes!
Based on the memoir. So I'm psyched about that. That should be cool. And this is a weird side note. Just this morning, it looks like I'm going to be working on a sci-fi project that I really want to do. So, which is weird for me. I'm not usually sci-fi, but I'm kind of into it.
Cool. Because that's the thing. You are a writer. You also have a history of working in the comic book world.
Yes. I used to write comics and video games. Still
Lara Croft.
Yep, Lara Croft, Transformers, Something Monstrous. I've worked with Marvel. I've done a lot of. I'm a nerd. I'm such a nerd. I geek out over so much ridiculous stuff. But yeah, that's my heart. My heart is always comics and video games and still is. So, every now and again, I'm maybe I should write some more. I don't know. But
yes.
Yeah, I love it. And I try to create story now when I do write to kind of be or even direct. I've had a few chances to direct now. And it's just I want it to be that full color, you know what I mean? Flashy.
I'm excited to see your expression of the way you see the world. You know what I mean? When it comes to Sister of Darkness being a TV show, your book being a TV show, I'm so excited to see your interpretation of the closest you can show us to what it's like for you.
Yeah, true. And even with Rosewood, what is that even going to look like? It's going to be crazy because I have to show you what an entity looks like to me. And then the next question becomes, how do you do that properly? Because there are ways you could really mess that up and make it look not as scary as it is. Right. So it's how do we make that actually terrifying?
Well, listen, I have nice legs.
Yes.
I would love to offer my legs for that opening scene.
I mean, listen, don't start something you can't finish.
I would love it so much if I could just have my legs prancing around, dancing for the scene where you're walking up the stairs and you see legs.
I would like that. I can make that happen, just so you know.
Yay! Okay, well, thanks for doing this,
Thank you for having
demon
me.
lady.
I'm so glad we got to hang out.
And that's an episode.
What's that at the foot of my bed? It's spooky and kooky. I'm pretty sure it's dead. It's coming this way. Wait a minute, hey!